when the joke goes too far, you should really know that it's time to stop, but sometimes sometimes savages are gonna do what they're gonna do. Wow. We have a great topic to talk about today. It's probably already dead by the time you're seeing this, but I thought I would give my 2 cents on the subject. What we're talking about today is, the simple subject we're talking about today is a pack of dipping sauce. Seems very small. It seems like a very small deal, right? Seems like a very just minuscule subject. Oh no. You see, the internet has blown it out of proportion to the point where it's causing harassment, and it's great. I love it. Today we're gonna be talking about the Szechuan sauce outbreak. And yes, I'm calling it an outbreak because it's time to stop. So before I get into any of this, I gotta explain to you what happened and how this all went down to begin with, alright? Because we're gonna cover this. I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on what I feel about the situation and how this all panned out, and not really point fingers as to whose fault this all is, but just more as a meme, more to talk about it with you guys and kind of just have a couple laughs at the end of the day, because it's funny. On one hand, it's funny, okay? It's really freaking funny. And on the other hand, it's kind of messed up, and I feel really bad for some of the people that were a victim in this situation. So it goes back to an episode of the acclaimed series on Adult Swim called Rick and Morty. It is a pretty funny show. It's one of those shows you can just kick back, watch whenever you want to, even if it's an episode you've already seen before. It's just very, it's one of those very easy watching shows. It's got a lot of sci-fi in it. It relates to a lot of people like myself. It's just a fun show to watch overall. But there was an episode where basically they talked about this Szechuan dipping sauce.
Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?
Yeah, I'd like to get a 10-piece McNugget and a bunch of the Szechuan sauce, like as much as you're allowed to give me.
Basically, what this episode was talking about, I'll summarize it. If you're not into Rick and Morty, if you don't watch it, that's fine. But there was this sauce, and it was basically a limited time sauce that was in McDonald's, I think in 1998. It was whenever the film Mulan was released, and basically it was this apparently amazing sauce.
And I'll go out and I'll find some more of that Mulan Szechuan teriyaki dipping sauce, Morty. Because that's what this is all about, Morty. That's my one-armed man. I'm not driven by avenging my dead family, Morty. That was fake. I'm driven by finding that McNugget sauce.
That's it. That's literally it. But the crazed fans of the internet, yes, those ones. The ones that just take things just too damn far. The ones that ruined Rick and Morty. Whew! God. It hurts to look at them. Jesus. Those ones basically blew this whole thing out of proportion because McDonald's agreed to something that they really should not have agreed to, in my opinion. Basically, season 3 of Rick and Morty ended. There was only one episode that included this Szechuan sauce, and McDonald's said, hey, you know what would be a good idea? Let's bring back the Szechuan dipping sauce, the Mulan Szechuan dipping sauce, and bring it back to McDonald's for a day. What a brilliant idea, you stupid. So yeah, basically, on this day, riots were thrown.
5 George K. 5 George K. 496
Managers were called to the front. And it was not a pretty day, but it makes for a great meme. Wow. So on this day, people became such ass. I'm sorry to say this, but they did. So McDonald's basically agreed to bring this sauce back for a day, and everyone just needed to get their hands on it, to the point where there was almost riots outside of McDonald's. Imagine this, okay? World War II. Right outside of your very own local McDonald's. But hey, there is a lot of great videos to cover on this specific day. There was a lot of them posted. I thought we would show you guys and kind of give you guys an idea as to what actually happened on this day when the Szechuan dipping sauce was brought back to McDonald's, and show you guys how ridiculous this is, but it's kind of funny in a way. The memes out of it, the memes are always so golden. I love it. My first favorite video is this kid, one of many, by the way, just absolute baboon, but one of many, and he basically wants his Szechuan dipping sauce like the rest of these things. But yeah, you know, I'll let the video speak for itself. I think you can understand everything from there.
Well, you guys know Szechuan sauce? I want Szechuan sauce. Where's my Szechuan sauce? I'm Pickle Rick. Wubba lubba dub dub. I'm Pickle Rick. Rick. I'm Pickle Rick. Rick.
What the heck? The guys at the end, they're just like, what the hell? They don't even know what went happen. They don't even know what went down. The kid, it just blows my mind. Like, they're just all clueless. Meanwhile, this guy's in a whole nother dimension. He's just, Oh, don't worry, there's plenty more. I love pictures like this too. McDonald's tweeted out, the best fans in the multi-universe showed us what they got today. We hear you, and we're sorry that everyone could get the super limited Szechuan. And then this guy replies, thanks for wasting a full tank of fuel going to multiple McDonald's for fucking sauce. I couldn't get any. You lost a customer. The whole generation is a snowflake. I believe that. The very bottom, I truly believe that with my soul. This generation is built on a bunch of It's easy, as simple as that.
They're starving us. There's no Szechuan sauce anywhere. There's victims everywhere.
Yeah, that one was pretty cringy, to be honest. Some of these are really cringy to look at. Like, they're just like, I want my Szechuan sauce, and I want it now. And if you don't have it, well, I'm writing you up. How do you feel about that? Granted, some of them are pretty funny.
Damn fucking Christ.
Look at this!
I don't think we'll take the sauce anymore.
Look at this!
Dang.
It's an actual line! It's ridiculous. How many people? I get it. Szechuan sauce, you want it. It's great. But is it worth the trouble? Apparently the answer was yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the line for Rick and Morty's Szechuan sauce in Detroit, Michigan.
Jesus. Jeez.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, it just keeps going. It just kept going. Some of these memes are pretty cringy. Some of them are funny. It's like a hit and miss, really. But man, it's crazy how just America just went absolutely insane from a post. They said they're gonna bring back the sauce. There wasn't enough sauce for everyone. I guess everyone got lost in the sauce. A big fear of mine. At the end of the day, though, I mean, maybe it was the experience that they got to enjoy, all of the Rick and Morty fans in one place, but there was some really bad cases of harassment where people were like demanding the sauce, and harassment on Twitter, harassment in real life, and I personally feel like that's a little rude. Because first off, some guy that's working at McDonald's, if he's not a manager, he's not full-time, and more likely he's either a student or he just has a really job. If you think for some reason he is in charge of dividing out the Szechuan dipping sauce from Mulan, well then you are sadly mistaken. The fact that you're trying to demand that it's a little messed up. If you're going for the experience, that's great. And if you weren't able to taste the Szechuan sauce, I'm sure it was pretty good. All right, I haven't tasted it myself. Unfortunately now, if I want to actually get it, it's going to be about $20,000. This has been my review on the Szechuan dipping sauce phenomenon. My name's M.C.I.K. Stay safe out there. Remember, if something is popular, give it like a couple days, it'll die off, okay? And if you really wanted to try it, rest in peace, your taste buds. Subscribe to join the Feline back the day. I will see you guys for tomorrow's video. Have an awesome day. Stay sexy, stay cool, and peace out, my fellow Rick and Morty. What do you call those? What do you even call that? What would you What would you classify that as? An ape?